Okay, y'all, it's time. We need to talk about Martin's big secret. What's good, y'all? She gets this Erica Vane. Come and see right here on Erica Vane TV with another Beyond the Gates video. And in this one, as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about Mr. Martin. And what the heck is his secret? If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my Beyond the Gates content and conversations. I'm dropping new videos every single day. And y'all, he unalived somebody. He unalived somebody. And don't get me wrong, this is speculation. I am just taking my best guess like the rest of y'all's on these interwebs. Don't do too much in the comment section, but tell me what you think in the comment section. I think that his big bad, his thing that is making him have these nightmares is that he unintentionally, accidentally unalive someone, and Vernon and Anita Dupree helped shift the narrative around it so that it would not, one, come back on him and wind up looking like it was his fault, but then two, wasn't a big thing at all. Now the question for me is, who did he actually unalive? And the thing that we're getting in reference to his dreams that he's having is something with the car. He looks like he's with a car. There's oncoming headlights, so it could have been a car accident. And the first person I thought was like, did Martin do something that caused the death of Andre's parents? But then I was like, no, Andre's parents are being said to have passed in a plane crash. And I'm like, last time I checked, the plane's in the sky, the car's on the ground. How the hell did that happen? Unless the plane crash is a lie. And I'm only still considering Andre because I'm also thinking about the weight of whatever the secret is, right? Martin says that he's backing out of the presidential race and he doesn't have those ambitions anymore because, yes, he wants to spend time with his family, but specifically he wants to be there for his mother. And he also said that this secret coming out would make it so much worse and ruin her worse. And what could be worse than finding out that your husband cheated on you at the lowest point within your relationship and maybe the lowest point of your life, and then had an illegitimate child out of that stupid mistake, then to know that your son was responsible and or killed your brother and sister-in-law. Child, that one right there might be Nicole's 13th reason, baby, because what do you mean you're a murderer? Maybe even just manslaughter, but what do you mean? What is happening with this family? Then what does the family look like? How do they engage with Ted then? Then that puts them in a position where they can't even hold Ted accountable to these transgressions because then they have to rehash the grief and the trauma of losing his brother and his brother's wife at the hands of his son, or by some kind of weird ass accidental final destination trigger from his son. I don't know. It feels a little bit far-fetched, but at this point, y'all, we are in the soap. So I've already like released it like, Erica, we in the soaps now. You got to start thinking like a soap. Think like a soap. But that is not my leading like idea or theory. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. My leading thing is that Martin is responsible for the death of maybe Sam and Tyrell's parents, which also conflicts because I kind of want June to be their mama. June ain't the mama. Then what if he's the reason? Because we don't know the story, right, of how they actually came to adopt the twins. We do know that they didn't have the twins their whole life, right? There's only been little bits and pieces around the story of their adoption and these kids coming into their lives. And I could totally see Martin feeling very remorseful for, the twins not having their parents, and then he takes them in to make sure they don't get lost in the system and they don't have to suffer behind a dumb mistake, right? Now the question is, was Martin driving himself or was it a driver? I don't know. When I really think about it, like, yes, if somebody did lose their life behind this, it's bad. But if you weren't actually driving, Martin, if you weren't drunk, maybe he was in a rage though, because Vernon has been like very quick to pay attention to Martin's temper in various moments. And it feels like Vernon is saying that because maybe there's so many theories out there. And shout out to TikTok. I'm just now getting on the Beyond the Gates talk and like seeing all y'all little theories over there. Somebody said that he did a crime of passion because Martin got a temper. I said maybe, but I don't know. I also be looking at Martin real sus, and I be wanting Smitty to get his ass together, but maybe he's capable of it, y'all. Maybe. It's definitely a car accident, and everything in me wants it to be tied to somebody that we already know, because that feels like the thing that's going to make the most stakes. But now we also have this random ass man following Vernon and Martin out of Orphe Jeans. And it looks like he might be, you know, a private investigator. And that could be potentially tied to somebody who is trying to get more information on whatever the secret is and this big trauma or tragic moment that happened that Vernon and Anita helped, you know, brush under the table with Bill Hamilton, no less. Now somebody else who tied to it, maybe that was their loved one or something, is coming to look. So maybe they ain't Andre, maybe they ain't June, maybe it ain't Samantha or Tyrell, maybe it is something big and bad and they got even more characters in store for us. And maybe it's not somebody that we've already met already. I don't know, y'all. The only things that I do know is that Martin is tied to somebody's unalivement and something has to do with a car. That's all I got right now. But I'm going to the comment section to see what y'all are talking about, because we're going to figure this out together. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad that y'all are enjoying my breakdowns. Keep sending the comments. I have been reading them all, and it makes me smile when you guys are like really excited or you catch a joke and you really, really enjoy the videos, because that's what I do it for. I will be right back here with another Beyond the Gates video, maybe later today, but definitely tomorrow. So see you in the next one.
Decision helps me sleep better at night.
You'll be under less stress. That should help alleviate the nightmares.